Hello everyone, I once again welcome you all to my YouTube channel English by Nisa. So as you people know that third semester English syllabus has been changed. So these are the new syllabus, new lessons. So in the last video I have already uploaded O Captain, My Captain, first unit, first poem in both the languages. You can go through the playlist or I will provide the link under the description box of this video. You can watch that videos also. So in this particular video, we are going to discuss first unit, second lesson, that is prose, Mallika Srinivasan. So in this lesson, we are going to discuss the story of Mallika Srinivasan. So reading success stories of great professional stimulates motivational enzyme within us, and we all wish to emulate them on our path of success. This story, Mallika Srinivasan's life story, is one of those. So, who is Mallika Srinivasan, first of all? She is the current chairperson and chief executive officer, means CEO of the Tractor and Farm Equipment Limited. Now, what is Tafe here? So, Tafe is nothing but tractor and farm equipment. In this Mallika Srinivasan's company, they make or manufacture tractor and farm equipments. So, before moving further, let's see some important points related to this story, Mallika Srinivasan. Mallika Srinivasan, she is the current chairperson and chief executive officer of Tractor and Farm Equipment Limited. Now, this is the full form of TAFE, Tractor and Farm Equipment. Mallika Srinivasan is also known as the Tractor Queen of India. Now, this Tafe is the third largest tractor manufacturer in the world and second largest in India in terms of its volume. Tafe has branches in 82 countries in the world. Now, let's start Mallika Srinivasan's story. So, this is your textbook text. Let's start reading this. So, Mallika Srinivasan is an Indian industrialist who currently acts as the chief executive officer of Tractor and Farm Equipment. So, this Tractor and Farm Equipment, it is a full form of TAFE. It's Mallika's company. She is the recipient of several illustrious awards. She received so many awards, several awards. That includes the first Businesswoman of the Year award for India, which she received from BBC, and Businesswoman of the Award, which was given to her by the Economic Times. One award she got from BBC, and the second award she got from the Economic Times. And Entrepreneur of the Year in the field of manufacturing from Ernst and Young. Now, what is this Ernst and Young? So this Ernst and Young, it is a global limited trade name. So it is a British multinational professional service. So it is one of the largest professional service networks in the world. It has its main branch in England, in London. From this only Ernst and Young, she received Entrepreneur of the Year in the field of manufacturing. Then after that, she has been given the title of Tractor Queen by many members of the media for her success in tractor industry. Because she is a successful lady in the business, so she is a successful woman. That's where she got the name as a Tractor Queen by media gave her name as a Tractor Queen. So the media has also ranked her as the one of the India's most powerful businesswomen. She's the most powerful businesswoman of India. Now let's read further. Born on November 1959 in Chennai, Mallika Srinivasan grew up listening to her father discussing business with the family at the dinner table. So she has grown up by listening her father's business topics at the dinner table. So she has shown her keen interest in that business. So her father's attitude to business taught Mallika a lot, that shaping her into the industrialist. Whatever she is today, that she is a successful businesswoman, that she learned from his father only, because his father taught her a lot, so she became whatever she is today. In his school she performed well, showing a keen understanding of business and economic principle. So she was a brilliant student at her school, and her father had suggested that she study literature, but she disregarded his advice. She pursued an MA in econometrics from Madras University instead. Because she had interest in business, that's why she did MA in economic instead of doing literature, because her father wanted her to do study literature, but she denied that. After that, she also got married to Vinu Srinivasan, chairman of the motorcycle manufacturer TVS Motor Company. However, Malika was not content with an idle life. She decided to study abroad to further enhance her skill. So here, Malika, she wanted to make her own identity. That's why she doesn't want to be a housewife. Simply, she doesn't want to be a idle housewife. So she wanted to enhance her skill, and she wanted to make her own identity. So that's why she decided to do MBA at the Wharton School of University of Pennsylvania. So it was a significant decision for her, because considering she had an infant daughter to take care of. So her mother supported her decision, accompanying her to America so that she could babysit the little girl while Malika attended the classes. So in her decision, her mother helped her, and her mother supported her because she took care of her baby. So that's why she could completed her MBA. So her mother's help allowed her to complete her MBA. She returned with high hopes of helping in the management of the family business. So after completing her MBA, she wanted to join his father business, and she came to India with high hopes. So after returning to India, she told her father that she also wanted to join his business. But her father strictly forbade her, saying that she did not need a Wharton graduate. So let's read the words what her father said to her. Listen, young lady, you might be a Wharton graduate, but I don't need one to run my business. So these were her father's words. So here her father strictly forbade her, saying that she did not, it means he did not need a Wharton graduate. She had joined Tafe, one of her father's high profile company, in 1986. But after much effort, her father got one. Means he gave her permission to join one of her company, that is Tafe. Though her father had encouraged her to join the flagship company, he made it clear that she would have to earn her keep. Means if she want to join his company and if she want to be a part of his company, then she has to prove herself. So on this condition, he agreed to take her into his company, that she has to prove herself. So she was very much excited to join his father company, but was disappointed when she comes to know that her father has given her a partitioned off end of a corridor that was not a cabin, and that too without door and windows. So Malika went to her father and wanted to discuss about this matter, but she think that it is a dead end, because her father explained her that he had managed the company and seen it expand since his father founded the company. It means Malika's grandfather has founded this company, and her father also said that he had done all this without a degree, means business degree. He doesn't have any business degree, still he is a successful businessman now. So her study in Wharton did not impress him or his employees. So he clearly said that her degree will not impress him or his employees. If she want to be a part of this company, then she has to prove herself, her worth. And he did not fail to remind her for this fact. So now after that disillusion is nothing but disappointed. So disillusion, but by no means disheartened, Malika Srinivasan continued to work. She was disappointed, but she continued to work in the family business. She learned lessons from more senior and more experienced colleagues, picking up several tricks of the trade. So she learned business with her experienced colleagues. So the colleagues did not persecute so the colleagues did not persecute around her because they had known her since she was a little girl. So her all colleagues, senior colleagues supported her in her business, and the sincerity and honesty with which they treated her and talked to her allowed her to recognize mistakes she was making and to appreciate the position she was in. So she learned business with her colleagues, senior colleagues, and that allow her to learn and recognize her mistake. And by her mistake, she learned the business. She began to put her knowledge to good use as the company began to grow. So whatever her skills and education was there, her knowledge, she started to put that knowledge for the growth of the company. She did not resent her father for his strong words. Rather, she used them as a source of inspiration and urging her on to outstrip her father's wildest expectations. So here, student, what is the meaning of this resent? Resent is nothing but a kind of bitterness in heart. So she did not had any bitterness in heart about her, whatever her father said to her, but she took his words as an inspiration, and she success in her life. So as the time passed, her responsibility increases, and her father showed more and more trust in her abilities. She began to make Tafe a modern technology-oriented company, making it the number one choice for farmers. So because of her intelligence and hard work, her father shows trust in her because he impressed with her. That's why he has shown trust in her abilities. So what she did next, she began to make Tafe a modern technology oriented company. So she introduced modern technology to make tractor, so making it the number one choice for farmer. So in 1960, when Tafe, it is very important, in 1960 when Tafe was founded, the company's quota was 7,000 tractors a year. So they were making 7,000 tractors in 1 year. But after she joined in 2012, the company was capable of making the same number in 15 days. Now you can see the difference, students, when she means adopted a modern technology in the company. So the same number, that 7,000 tractor were making in 1 year, after implementing the modern technology, 7,000 tractors were making in 15 days, simply within 15 days. So that's why with her intelligence, her father impressed with her, and he has started trusting in her abilities. So, because of Mallika, Tafe's turnover when she joined in 1986 was rupees 86 crore. By 2010, the turnover had risen to rupees 5800 crores. You can see here also the difference. When she joined the Tafe, the turnover of the company 86 crore, but after she joined, that risen to 5800 crores. And Malika was responsible for a major percentage of amount securing deals and making critical decision with big payoffs. So whatever they achieve, that the company got success, achieved success because of Malika only, because of her intelligence and because of her hard work. So one such deal was the acquisition of Eco Motor in 2005, with thrust Tafe into the number two spot in the country. So Tafe is the second largest tractor company in India and the third largest tractor company of the world. So Tafe is the third position in the world, and in India it is on the second position. So when the this company was facing loss, and because during the type of economic downturns, she did not sit idle. Her competitors were idle because they were facing economic downturn, but she did something. Instead sitting idle, she gave the priority and she researched something, and she developed new technology at that time, so that when this condition will be favorable, then she can compete her competitors. It was a successful initiative leading to Tafe recording a profit that year when most companies could not, because they were idle on that time because the economic downturn. But she researched and she did something, means for the development of the country when everyone was idle, but she was working hard for her company, so that's why she earned a profit. So let's read further. Srinivasan also saw to it that export become a key part of Tafe's new strategy. She set up a manufacturing plant in Turkey in 2010 to increase Tafe's market and customers, and began making plans to supply to Africa as well, thus taking the company onto the global platform. So here, after all things, Malika decided to take her company to a global platform, for which she set up a manufacturing unit in Turkey and started exporting tractor to other cities and countries in the world. She also saw to it that Tafe strengthened its tie-up with AGCO Corporation, a Georgia-based farm equipment maker, for distribution in the US. It was no surprise that in 2012 she won a leadership award for designing and developing farm equipment relevant to Indian farmers and for taking Tafe all the way to the top. So after that, she set up with the AGCO, means American Corporation, and she got award also for it for designing new tractor because she used new modern technology. So she got award for that also. However, Malika did experience major trials during the company's explosive growth. So she endured so many trials in her life. In that in the late 2000, her father passed away. Her father had been her anchor and her rock, nudging her in the right direction and always available to bestow advice and constructive criticism. Constructive criticism means he criticized her to shape her, to mold her, to make her a successful businesswoman. Indeed, it was his words that had always motivated her to push Tafe to become a major player in the tractor industry. Because of her words only, she had took his words as an inspiration, and whatever she achieved today, that was his father's words only. Because of his father's criticism and support only, she achieved whatever she is today. Her father's death, her sister passed away. Even with two major losses within her family, she still was able to steer the company without letting her personal grief overwhelm her professional responsibilities. In 2008, her mother passed away. Mallika Srinivasan had lost the family she had grown up with, and yet she managed anyway, taking over the burden of the family business with dignity and grace. The way in which she managed the company during that period was a source of inspiration for many of her employees. So, even after these difficulties, she did not stop taking the company to new heights for bringing such a big change in the field of farm equipment. So she bring the change in the farm equipment. So Malika, for because of this only, Malika awarded Padma Shri along with many other prestigious award. So whatever Tafe achieved today, this is because of this tractor queen Mallika Srinivasan only. So because the behind the Tafe's progress, Mallika's hand is there. So we get inspiration from the tractor queen of India, Mallika Srinivasan. So this is all about the lesson, Mallika Srinivasan. I hope it would be helpful for you. Stay tuned for more videos and thanks for watching.